Hello, welcome back. In the previous video, we saw how to install SQL Server 2019 Express Edition. So in this video, I will show you how to create a database, how to rename a database, and how to drop a database from both the user interface point of view and also through SQL scripting. So before creating any database on the instance, let's look at some of the system database that are available. So for any SQL server that we install, for any instance, there will be four databases: the master, model, MSDB, and the temp database. So here is the brief overview of these system databases. The master database will record all the system level information. So whatever that we do on this SQL server instance, everything will be recorded in the master database. And MSDB database is used by the SQL server agent for scheduling and sending the job alerts. So we will discuss in detail on the SQL server agent in the upcoming videos. This is where we run our store procedures or SSIS packages that we create in the project. And the model database, this is where the all the information about the databases and tables that are created, the actual SQL server design details will be stored in the model database. And the resource database, this is just a read-only database. Usually we don't have access to this database. From this database, we can know all the details of the objects that are created, like the store procedures or views and tables, whatever. So we can get all the system related information, all the database object related information, and the system tables are present on the SYS sys schema. So we can go through these details in the upcoming videos. And the temp DB is the one where we create the temporary tables, and also the it will also hold the when we run any query, if there are any computations happening, or if we are doing any sorting using the order by or group by classes and all other things. This is where the temporary storage will be created in order to execute any query or store procedure before sending the result set. So this is the brief about the system databases. So we will right click on the databases and click on new database. So this is the screen where we enter the new database name. So for now I'm giving the new database name as sample. So what will happen when we are trying to create a new database? There will be two files gets created in the system. One is the MDF file and another is the LDF. MDF is the master data file where the actual data will be resided, and LDF is the log data file. So whatever inserts, updates, deletes, whatever the transactions or the processing that are happening on the database, all those details are saved in the LDF file, and these files will be created in this particular location. So if I go and open up this location, so this is where. So right now I'm going to give the database name as sample. So as you can see, we have the model, MSDB, TempDB, and the other databases, which are the system databases, but we don't have sample DB created yet. The sample DB and sample log. So I have given the database name. Let's click on OK. So once I give OK and refresh the SQL server, so when we expand, you can see that sample database is created, and at the same time you can see two more files are created. So one is the primary data file, which is the MDF. If we right click on this one, go to properties and details, you can see the extension is MDF, and the other file is the LDF. So this is the log data file. So to rename the database, you can simply click twice on the database name and rename it to the new name, then it will a pop-up will come to rename the database. If you click on this warning will not come and the database has been renamed. So the other way is right click on the database name and rename it. So once we do the rename, that's it, the database name got renamed. So to delete the database, right click on the database, click on delete. So here you can see there are two options: delete the backup and restore history of the database, and close existing connections. Just in case if this database is being used by any of the application or any of the user, then we will not be able to delete it. Let me show you. I'm just creating a new, opening up a new session and trying to use the database. Use database, go. So right now this session is connected to this database. If I try to delete this one without checking this option, click OK. It will be waiting that all of the connections are being closed. Since the connection is not closed, the command will fail. So you see I'm not able to drop the database. So if I click on this close existing connection and click OK, the database is deleted automatically. And if I try to execute this one, you can see the connection is broken and recovery is not possible because when I'm deleting the database, it has closed this particular connection. And moreover, the database is also not available. Now we will see how to create a database using the SQL script. Click on new query, connect it to master database. You can also choose the database from here. So type create database testdb. So once I execute this one, the database has been created. Just to refresh it and see, you can see the database. So actually the single command will create the database, but in general there will be several other options to choose while creating a database. Let me show you. So click on new database and so just enter the test database name. There is an option to create a automated script. So these are the some of the other options that we can choose. We can on or off based on our project requirement. So while creating the database, as you remember, we will have LDF and MDF and LDF files as well. You can also choose to give a different folder. So you can go through this list. So we will see how to rename the database through SQL script. Open up new query, use master database. So the command to rename the database is alter database. Old database name, modify name equals to older database name, copy. So if any of the user or any of the application is connected to the database, we cannot perform the rename operation. So let me run this one. So as you can see, the database could not be exclusively logged to perform this operation because I have opened one more session which is using this database. So to overcome this problem, we need to run one more command. Alter database, database name, set single user with rollback. So what this command will do is it will close all other sessions and it will just give access to myself. So once I execute this one, spelling is wrong over here, single user. So now it has closed all other sessions and gave access to myself. So if I run this command, it will work now. So now the database is modified to single user state. Only I can access this database. So since the rename is done, set the database back to multi-user. So since we have renamed the database, we need to give the new name. So refresh and see the database is renamed and it is in previous state. So to delete the database also we will follow the same script. We will give alter database name, set single user with rollback immediate, testdb copy. So even if some other session is being used this database, when we run this query, it should be able to delete the database. So it's successful. Refresh it, database is gone. To watch more on SQL Server, please subscribe to my channel. See you in the next video.